Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to another episode of the Hot Lap Classic. This time we're taking a look at the 1999 Honda S2000 GT1 as requested by Zero. Unsurprisingly, considering his love for Japanese cars. And I was pretty impressed when he requested this one because the Honda S2000 GT1 is an incredible car. I have no idea what the history of this vehicle is. I don't know if it ever raced or anything like that. But I don't even know if it exists, but it is an absolutely fantastic looking car. Statistics isn't too bad either. 577 horsepower, 960 kilograms of weight, not a whole lot of torque, and front-engined rear-wheel drive. Of course, we had a crazy Japanese car last time in the R390. This one should be a little bit less crazy, hasn't quite got the power. And also, this is a pre-built, it's worth mentioning, so I've literally only changed the tyres on it, and that is it. Anyways, it is going to get, as always, 6 laps on the Motorsports Land track to see just how quick it can go. Its current target, or our fastest car ever, I should say, is the 1998 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 5 RS. That's at a time of a 29.490, so it'll be interesting to see just how well the S2000 can do. Oh my god, that rev range, though. Yeah, I don't think the S2000 is quite going to be beating the Evo, but, ooh, okay, we're a bit slidey. But I mean, in terms of beating the 206 rally car, which I believe is the next quickest car, this should have a pretty good showing, one would imagine. That being said, though, this thing is a lot slidier than I was expecting it to be. It's more sort of slivery, and, I mean, obviously that's kind of a bad thing for your race cars to be slivery, but it is actually quite a lot of fun. To be honest with you, it's just quite nice driving a car that doesn't have mental turbos like the R390 did. You know, as insane fun as that is, it is nice actually having control of your car. And while admittedly, you know, in VTEC jokes and so on, the power only kicks in right at the top of the rev range, it isn't too bad. I will say, this handling is weird. It's very much reminds me of the MX-5 in the way it drives, to be honest with you. The only difference is this has, well, double the horsepower of the MX-5, so yeah, it does mean it's a little bit trickier to drive. Not the quickest thing in the world, but I mean, I'd certainly have this over the MX-5 just because I do prefer the S2000 to MX-5s, and the GT1 car looks absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, I genuinely do not know anything about this car. I know there was the Spoon S2000s that went racing, and there are probably a bunch of other S2000s, because, you know, they're pretty popular cars, but I'm not sure if this ever existed, but yeah, it is a cool car nonetheless. A 32.665, though. Not the most exhilarating lap time in the world, unfortunately, for the S2K so far. It's slidey and understeery, which is not a big help. I don't think that is helped by this gearbox. Gearbox could do with being a hell of a lot shorter, in my opinion. Of course, again, I'm just using it with whatever it's got. I'm assuming this is, well, it's a GT1 car, so of course it's set up for, you know, your longer tracks, your Spas and your Silverstones and whatever. So, or should I say in Gran Turismo, that's more your midfield raceways and stuff like that, as I slide it once again. I will say though that that last lap was apparently quite close to the other one, but yeah, hopefully I can set a good 6th lap for this, but I'm not 100% optimistic, to be honest with you. It's such a weird car. I don't know if it honestly feels like one of those cars which gets downforce as it gets, obviously, you know, downforce, you know how downforce works. But it really, like, at low speeds, because it's so downforce orientated, it doesn't really have a whole lot of grip at lower speeds. It feels like maybe at the higher ends, this thing could be a hell of a lot quicker, though. That being said, Sector 1 was a little bit better. Coming through that corner was a little bit messy. Just try to be easy on the throttle around these corners. Don't try and upset the S2000 too much. That was good. Let's try and get it broken to here nice and early. Get it round, and there we go. A 31.820. Yeah, not the quickest lap time in the world. Still not a bad one necessarily. I don't think it's going to be too sort of far down our leaderboard. It's probably around mid-pack, or sort of your upper mid-pack. But yeah, A bit of a weird vehicle to drive, unfortunately, which did let the S2000 down a little bit. That last lap, though, was about as quick as I was going to get it. There really isn't much more time to come out of that car unless you're an absolute expert in it. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and see where it places on our leaderboard. On to said leaderboard then, and the Honda S2000 GT1 goes into 5th place with a 31.820. Not quite as quick as the previous pre-built car, the 206 rally car, but it's still certainly not a bad time. It does beat the 323F Coupe, slightly down on the R390 road car. Anyway, friends, I want to thank you all very much for watching this edition of the Hot Lap Classic. I do hope you've enjoyed. If you'd like to request cars for this series, simply tap them down below in the comments section. Alternatively, if you go into the description, you can see cars other people have requested, as well as a full car list for Gran Turismo 2. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a farewell.